Yes, he was. Jesus was real.
He was never real.
Yes, he was. He was the Son of God.
Gentlemen, what seems to be the problem?
We're arguing about Jesus right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think Jesus was the Son of God.
And what do you think?
He was not.
He was not. Okay, we'll go see. We'll talk about our problems here.
Yeah.
So have a
okay.
seat. Roddy, what's your question?
Is Jesus real or not?
Well, I can answer that for you. Steven, what's your question?
Was Jesus the Son of God or not? Because I heard that he was.
Well, a lot of people hear that he's the Son of God, but I can explain it in a way that you two can understand it. So, thank you for asking these questions to me.
That's great.
Sweet.
Nice. Cut. Since your question is Jesus the Son of God, we have to bring it back to Christianity as a whole religion. Now, Christianity believes in one God who has a son who is Jesus. And Jesus is known as the Messiah, which is the anointed one, and a messenger. And he is known as a prophet and a miracle worker because he performs miracles. Now, so therefore, in Christianity, Christians believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Do you understand that?
Everything's so much clearer now.
Jesus real or not?
Well, Roderick, we have to answer this question by bringing it back to different kinds of Jesus, actually. Now, there's two different kinds of Jesus, which is historical Jesus and spiritual Jesus. Now, for example, I'll use spiritual Jesus in Islam. Now, the Islams believe that God, in one God, Allah, and then God created man, and among men, just like them, is a group of prophets. And Muhammad is the first prophet, and Jesus is supposedly the last prophet. And he is a human in Islam, and he's a messenger only of the God. So he's not the Son of God as opposed to Christianity. Now, historical Jesus is, we only know two things about historical Jesus. And it's that he was actually alive 2,000 years ago, and he led a huge Jewish movement, and two, he was killed by the Romans as a result of that movement. So, does that, do you understand that a little bit better now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Thank you for coming to me with your problems.
Yeah. Thanks, Christ. Yeah.
What seems to be your question today?
Was Jesus killed by the Jews or the Romans?
I can definitely answer that for you, Christian, because I am a genius. Now, the first thing we have to look at is Christians and the Muslims. Now, he separated them into two groups because they are two different faiths, and it is just a coincidence that your name happens to be Christian, and I wrote Christian down over here. Now, the Christians believe that Jesus was killed by the Jews. He was just killed by the Jews, by the Romans, and he was crucified, and he sacrificed himself for all of our sins, yada, 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 all that stuff from Christianity. Now, the Muslims believe something actually pretty cool. Now, the Muslims believe that Jesus was never crucified at all. He wasn't even killed, but actually ascended into heaven.